Hello and welcome to Keys 5 Adventures. I'm Charlotte and today you're going to watch our second part of our frame failure experience. We had already posted the second part of our experience, however, it was flagged for privacy concerns for mentioning the names of certain representatives at the company. It was never our intention to violate anyone's privacy, and we do apologize for those people who were offended by us mentioning their names. This video is intended as a review of the services we received. It is not an intention to cause any harm to any people. We have deleted the original video, edited, and made a completely new video of our part 2 frame failure experience. Now sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and let's roll right into our frame failure experience. If you haven't already watched our part 1, I will go ahead and link that above. You can watch that first and then come back to this video because you want to see the entire saga that we went through. You can see all the damage, all the sawdust, all of the movement, and everything that went wrong. So please go watch that video first. Now, I'm gonna take you to the day we dropped our RV off at the Grand Design Service Center in Indiana. So let's roll. So we dropped off the RV on the way home from Ontario, Canada. Here we are. We are at the service center. All right, let's do this. Are you ready? So we are dropping off. We met. She's our service writer, and here we are. It was almost 2 weeks that it sat before they pulled it in. It was a couple of more weeks later, we got an update from our service writer that they had begun welding in some reinforcements. Now, I had seen online some of the kit that other people were getting had a couple of more gussets than we had, and so I just assumed they were reinforcing what the SRT had done in Texas, just to make it a little stronger. And so we were like, great. About 6 weeks later, we get our RV back. All right, we are packing up today to head to Elkhart. Since we're in Texas, it's a 2-day drive. I really thought it was just going to be the furniture fixed and looking at the back and the outriggers that were bent, seeing daylight on the wall at the stairs, so having that checked, fixing our cracked cap. Did not expect that they would be adding more steel to the front of our RV because we were told our RV was good to go. It was rock solid, completely safe. So yeah, I can't believe that there had to be more work done in the front. I was completely surprised by that. We don't have any details yet about what they did, but we will report back. I'm having to leave my son, who has a job on his own, which really bothers me. 4 days to get this rig and get it back. It better stay together. If it doesn't, at this point, I want to be out of this RV. This has been very stressful and I really want this to be over with. So, off to Elkhart. And so we drive from Texas and I emailed my service writer and said, do you mind sending me a copy of the work order so I can look over what was done and in case I have any questions? And she said, sure. And so I got the work order as we're driving. I gotta read this. And here's what part of the work order said. Remove generator door, battery vents, pre-bends, front wrap, front cage, measure for front flex. I wonder what that measurement was. I need to ask them. Found 1 inch by 2 inch outbound tubes broke. Then all other 1 inch by 2 inch tubes are broke loose from the cross. Started to remove front cap. Move the door side front solar panel, blah, blah, blah. Removed the wardrobe slide out. Disassembled the bed base. Remove the upper overhead cabinets. Remove the bedroom floor decking to access broken tubes in the frame. Remove the bathroom vanity, cabinet, and the bed bath wall. Found door side and off door side front section of walls broke. The off door side is broke at the lower left section of the slide out opening. Remove the front portion of Luan to repair the aluminum framing in both side walls. On the side walls, prepped and added 1.5 inch by 5 inch stuffed aluminum tubes to both front sidewalls. They prepped the underneath part and our solar for welding and grinding to keep it protected. He removed broken tubes, cut all new floor tubes, wall plates, and gussets. Prepped frame for install of new material. Weld in new 1.5 inch by 5 inch aluminum tubes in wall. Weld bottom corners of slide out opening. Install new floor tubes. 15 11 gauge 1.5 inch by 73.5 inch tubes and 1 inch by 92.5 inch 11 gauge tubes. Install 2 7 gauge 12 inch by 24 inch gussets. 2 3 gauged 8 foot, surely he means inches, by 8 gussets. 2 7 gauge 3 inch by 3 inch angles. 6 7 gauged 10 inch by 14 inch gussets. All welding complete. Install new door decking. Bondo and sand as needed for bed, bath. Install new linoleum. Reassemble bath and bedroom. Install 4 carriage bolts. 2 per on door side wall and 2 on the off door side wall, 3/8 inch by 5 inch lock washers and locking nuts. Install new floor lags, 1/2 inch by 3 inch, 12, 6 per side. Reassemble bedroom and bathroom. Reinstall upper and lower cabinets. They just reinstalled the ones that were broken. So they look like crap. Blah, 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 put everything back together. Okay, that was part of the problem. But we also had 3 outriggers replaced over here along the off-door side. And we had a broken cross member somewhere back here. We don't know where. That was also replaced. When they pulled our slide out, which our slide has been backing out of the wall, that had a rotted bottom. Had no idea. As a goodwill measure, they replaced the floor. Well, we feel that the floor was rotted because the frame was pulling away from the wall of the RV. Okay, so not our fault, their fault, due to frame flex. Whew. Okay, so when I read the email that had all of this information in it, we were driving there. They did not tell us that they were rebuilding the entire upper deck of this RV. They didn't tell us that every steel tube broke. We didn't know. They didn't tell us that the inside of the walls broke. They didn't say, hey guys, this is what we have found. We want to know how you want to move forward. Here are the pros and cons of doing this repair. It could add a lot of extra weight to the upper deck. It's not a guarantee that it's going to be a sound repair. We're just kind of doing what we do and hoping it works. We didn't have a choice. They didn't give us a choice. They didn't call us. They didn't email us and tell us everything was broken up here. That was shocking. We actually had to pull over and digest how broken this RV was. We were flabbergasted. If we had known it was that broken, I mean, could we have tried to file it on insurance? Would it have been totaled by the insurance? Maybe so. We never got the chance. We didn't even get to see how it looked, where the brakes were, nothing. So that was kind of the decline in our faith in what was going on with our home. Okay, that was a lot. Just thinking about that day that we read all of that, it just brings back how upset I was and how shocked I was that we had damage like that when our SRT always made it sound like it was no big deal. Like, oh, it's just wiggling a little bit. It's nothing to worry about. But to think that every single piece of steel was cracked. All right, so we picked her up. Everything looks good. I know that was coming off and they did fix that. They also fixed that. So we picked it up. Everything was great. We got some swag. Oh, wow. So we spent 2.5 days and over $1,000 in fuel, hotel, and RV parks to get home. Over $1,000. Didn't ask for that back. After picking up our RV, we stopped at a CAT scale. We weighed our entire rig and truck together, and we also had a ticket of our truck separately. We used this to compute our pin weight and the weight gained by our RV after this repair. Grand Design weighed our rig going in, and we were able to subtract those numbers to determine how much weight was added to our RV by the Grand Design Service Center. Here's the email stating how much our unit weighed when arriving at Grand Design. And here are our weight ticket slips from the CAT scale that day. So if you do the math, we have 3,680 pounds of pin weight, and if you add that to the trailer axle, you get 16,900 pounds of weight after the repair. When you have 16,900 and you subtract 16,414 from the Grand Design factory, that is 486 pounds added to our RV. The GVWR for our RV is 16,800 pounds. The repair added so much weight we could no longer use the RV for the intended purpose, to haul any toys. We raised our concerns to and she stated that the repair only added 90 pounds. Grand Design did not weigh our RV when it left their factory, so there was no way of knowing other than hitting the CAT scale right after we picked it up. So we get home, we're exhausted, and go around and open the slide they just put in, and it's popped 2 screws and backing out. Same problem that we've had over and over again. Okay, so I notify Grand Design, and they said, oh, just Sikaflex those screws back in and caulk it, and you'll be good to go. We walk around, we find, and I have no idea why this was this way, but controls to our gas pump were detached, not reinstalled. First shower, I go in to clean the shower, actually. I didn't even take a shower. The shower was filthy. So I'm in there cleaning it, and then water is leaking out of the shower onto the floor, which it has never done that before. Also, and I'll show pictures of this, the frame of the slide, we believe the rebuilding of it is not square because now the drawers don't close properly. The left side sticks out and the right side is touching. And when we travel, they just come open because they're not catching anymore because they're not square. Well, they're square, but the slide isn't. We're like, we got to keep doing some camping. We've got to finally enjoy this RV. So we take a short trip to our friend's RV park. It's about 120 miles round trip. We get home and I see more sawdust. I start going over the RV with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, I think I have PTSD regarding this. Every time we move this, I am literally looking around for evidence that this thing has failed. I found 2 more bent outriggers. We now have a crack in the wall on the inside between where the slide is and the nightstand is. And for some reason, in the wall between the bath and the bedroom, there are scrapes on the wall from the cubby where it seems to have moved. I don't know what's going on. Also, some trim is loose right in front of the kitchen slide. So that is now bowing out. Outside at the relief cut by the slide, the front part of it is sticking out and the back part is, it's like bowing out compared to the other part of the fiberglass. So I had to caulk all of that because it's like sticking out. The back half bathroom, there's a bunch of sawdust on the floor along the wall there. In the Nautilus bay, that wall is now bowing out and the screws holding the aluminum are coming loose. Okay? So 1 trip, all of that happened. 1 100-mile trip. So at this point, we're both done. Like, we can't even go across town in the RV and not have it break. So at this point, we asked for a buyback. We don't want any more repairs. How many more repairs do you want? We'd already had 5 different times that they worked on our RV since this frame issue. 6 if you count the leaf spring hangers that broke off, all related to it, because when things are bouncing around up here, it snaps the back. All right, at this time, we requested via email a buyback, and here's what was said. We've noted your request, and we would like to make an appointment for an SRT to come look at your RV. You're going to need to drop it off at McLean's again. So at this point, we have 1 more rally that we're volunteering for. It is in October. It's actually in 1 week. And I said, you know what? That's fine. We will do that. We don't want to do that, but we'll do that. Thank you so much. But is this thing safe to haul down to Kerrville? That's like 5-6 hours away, right? Couldn't even go an hour and a half. And they said, well, Wait, you have a rally? I didn't know. I said, yeah, we're on the core team. We didn't hear anything back. Then all of a sudden one day last week, we get an email saying is en route to you. And we're like, huh? What does this mean? And then the next thing you know, I'm getting a phone call from Grand Design. Is on his way there. Are you there? And meanwhile, I'm taking care of my granddaughter who's 6 months old. She's due to feed and due to take a nap. And that's right the time when the SRT is supposed to roll into my house, literally with no notice. But what can I do? I mean, I can't turn him away. I'm afraid to drive with this RV attached to our truck. So he shows up, and I can't even attend to what he's doing or see or ask any questions. He does a test, and he says we have 1/8 of an inch of flex. Everything's safe. It looks good. You're good to go to the rally. I would tow this RV behind my family. You know, there's just so much misinformation out there. You really should just stay off of social media because there's just so much misinformation. These things aren't gonna hurt anybody. None of them have had the front break off yet. This is the stuff I was told. I mean, I love you as a person, but that's gaslighting. Really. It's gaslighting. And I've been treated that way for over a year. So yeah, we're going to load this thing up and we're going to go to the rally. And then after that, we are trading it in. You know why? It's safe. Grand Design has repaired it. It's stronger than any other RV out there with this repair. So everybody should be thrilled with how Grand Design's helping. I apologize if I seem bitter. You know, I love this RV. I love this RV. I love all the memories. I mean, look at this. All the memories I've made with my family in this RV. Look at this. The park even came to our tiki bar. Look at that. Love this RV. I really do. It's been awesome for us. It really has. But it's time to move on. Enough's enough. We're sad. It was a great RV, but it's time to put this behind us. If you have any questions, let us know. If you see sawdust, rubbing, daylight through your stairs, if your RV moans when you put it on and off of your truck, if you see screws popping out in your upper deck, get it checked because the sooner you can get things fixed, the better. I hope nobody has to deal with this because it has been a nightmare. And yeah, we're just normal people like everybody else. We bought this to escape the grind and have fun, explore our country, show it to our son, to bond with our son and our kids. The joy has been sucked out of our camping experience because of this RV. Grand Design says that they want customers for life. I don't think we're asking anything crazy when we ask for a buyback for this RV. It's not like we did it first off. We gave them 5 times to make things right, plus now the 6th time, and we're still unhappy. Here, look at this. I have this on my refrigerator. It says, Grand Design customer service. Because we do care. Well, they don't care about our needs, about our family. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video with some footage I took with my Ring camera. And this was after our RV was fixed with the kit. This was a month after we had 0 frame flex measurement. No frame flex at all. done by the SRT, and we were safe to tow it to Canada. This is footage of our fixed RV. Thank you for watching. Please share this video. Please like this video, and please comment on this video. And you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. Safe travels.